episode 10 of Late Bloomer Golf. We're out here today with the new sticks, all right? We just got the QI10 Max, all right? Get the new club today. We're going to go give it a few whacks. Haven't really gotten to use it any, so I thought, what a perfect day to get up on the range, not worry about a single thing except just hitting this butte and some of the new clubs that we're going to show today. Got some irons to show you as well. But right now we're really just hitting the driver a couple times. I think we hit this thing, cake by the ocean. I think we hit this thing pretty good. This whole session, this short session of just a small bucket of balls. I think we may pull this one left here. Yeah, we pulled that one left. Yeah, that's pretty much the only miss we got right now. We're either dead straight or pulling it left. And we really struggle to hit the ball to the right now when it comes to cake by the ocean, when it comes to hitting the driver. But yeah, I really, really like it. I'll be honest with the QI10. One thing about it, not just the QI10, but any of these carbon-faced clubs from TaylorMade, is that while the results are fantastic and I'm loving it, the sound and the feel off the face is going to take some time to use. There's the pull left, actually. That was the pull left. They're going to get tough to use to. Just the sound, I don't know, it's different than what I'm used to, but that feel off that face, it's like really soft, like you don't even feel like you've hit it very far, and all of a sudden you kind of like, you kind of have, which is really good. A side note, while we're looking at this, and I think we're about to pull out, and we're going to kind of show off, look at that head cover, good God. It's beautiful. I'm a sucker, an absolute fiend for navy and gold. Shoes up, go racers. But anyway, we're going to show you here the Ping i530 irons that we're using right now. The little player's iron I've gotten. They're a little thinner than what I've been using, and golly, they're gorgeous. They feel amazing. Everything about them is amazing. But you know what's not amazing? That's really been in my heart and in my ears the last week? Nuclear warfare. Yes, I've getting just crazily addicted to nuclear warfare in the last week with these podcasts. When it comes to post-apocalyptic things, I actually kind of enjoy thinking about them because at the end of the day, we still have an inside takeaway, by the way. We haven't really fixed that. Haven't been working on it. Just more been working about, just really good contact and playable shots. So right now it's like, we'll mess with it at some point. But with the new clubs, it's more just about hitting. We got a really good round. We're going to play at Hermitage tomorrow. I've never played it. It's going to kick my butt. Anyway, so back to that. When it comes to apocalyptic things, sometimes I actually like thinking about them because 90% of the time I do believe I could survive for a time or maybe even thrive in post-apocalyptic worlds. Zombie apocalypse. I mean, who hasn't dreamed of a zombie apocalypse just a little bit? But of course, knowing that if you're dreaming about a zombie apocalypse, you are dreaming about like the death of, most of the population. But anyway, you think about that, or do you think about just like, a national civil war? You think about fighting other countries, all of that stuff. Like, it doesn't sound too bad. I kind of enjoy thinking about this stuff because I can always find a way where Thad lives, except for nuclear warfare. That's just the one where I can't do that with. Like I was thinking about it the other day, and it's like, okay, let's run through some survival scenarios. All right, the bomb goes off, and you're in the blast radius. All right, well, that's like 180 billion degrees. Well, I don't realistically see myself living through that. All right, so let's put ourselves in a different scenario. Let's put ourselves outside of the initial blast radius. It's okay, well, what can we do with this? And then I do some reading and find out that the wind, the sheer force of the wind is going fast enough to peel the skin off of the body. Well, that's a no-go, all right? I don't see myself making it out of that one right there. Look at that. That was a little Mac Daddy 2, 60-degree wedge. Do a couple wedge shots for the camera. I don't see myself doing that. I was like, okay, well, what about after that? What if we get outside that initial shock wave of air? And then I found out there's some suction involved that also has the ability to peel the skin off of the body. I'm like, well, I don't see myself, outsmarting that one. And then we get into the fact that, after the fact, radiation poisoning, death, from that, and could be in no time flat, vaporization, just the fact that it can pollutes the water, all of this stuff right there. And then you come to realize that nuclear warfare is one of those scenarios where I'm like, that's not a fun apocalypse. Like, you can't even really think about doing anything. We'll get the driver back out, because one thing about me, because of playing golf, is that, when it comes to a cake by the ocean, one thing about it is that, one thing can get going, and then I'll lose the other thing. So one thing I've been doing on the range is kind of like really going in between a lot of different club types while I'm hitting it, just so that I'm just constantly making, taking all the mental stuff out of it and just getting really used to just like the swing itself and not worry about the club or what I'm hitting or anything like that, or getting too used to a certain club. Anyway, so with nuclear warfare, the long term deaths, I mean, it's terrible. You just can't find yourself winning or doing anything fun here. Oh, what do we got here? A little bikini tea. Anyway, but then it's like, okay, here's the crazy cake by the ocean. But here's the crazy part about reading about it is, this nuclear warfare stuff, especially with the president of the United States, and that you can't recall the missiles, but we actually don't have good stuff when it comes to like intercepting nuclear missiles. Like we have like 40 deterrent missiles, and each of those is a 50% success rate. Well, Russia has like 1,600 nukes. We have like 700 nukes. So like there's actually like no stopping nuclear warfare once it starts. We just assume it won't happen because we assume everybody's incredibly sane. Well, that makes me think, oh my gosh, I'm relying on the sanity of someone else. And then it occurred to me also that if someone nuked us, the only reason we're nuking back is because we don't want to be the only ones to die. Like if you're nuking back, that pretty much means like you're already dead. As soon as the nukes are shot at you, like you're dead. It's over. The only reason you're shooting nukes back is to pretty much be like, we want to, we don't look like a bunch of wimps. We don't look like a bunch of sissies who don't kill everybody, I guess. So what we'll do is we won't just be the only ones that get vaporized. We'll just kill everybody on the planet. All right. So like I would rather be the psychopath that shoots the first nuke than the psychopath that decides, you know what, let's just shoot them right back. Some crazy stuff. I don't know if that's golf related, but really been in my mind a lot lately, really contemplating some stuff. But then I also realized I could die in a car wreck tomorrow, and I have as much control over that as I do nuclear bombs. Speaking of bombs away, no offense, Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Some serious stuff. That even sounds crazier to me thinking about all of that I'm just talking about, and then thinking about like we've done that to people. That's nuts. Viva America. All right, so we're back to the driver a little bit. I'm really liking the new sticks. Really liking the new setup. Everything feels good. Everything is smooth. Thank goodness we didn't pay full price. That'd be bad. Like I said, the takeaway, I know it's rough. It's inside. It's really bad. It's working right now. Like it's my scores are getting better. I'm playing better golf. But man, I gotta fix it because as soon as I fix it, I feel like it's gonna take away a lot of my left hits, my pull lefts, because I'm taking up so much inside that basically if I come through with that closed face, it's just gonna launch it left. Like I said, it doesn't happen all the time, but it does happen sometimes. That's definitely my miss right now. But I'm working on my setup. I got a good little setup going for me, and it's really helping me with my hit my targets. I got a weird like starting thing where I kind of twist my hip a little bit. I don't know what that's really about. It's just a habit I've been getting into. It's kind of crazy, but not as crazy as the concept that. And listen to this. This is psychotic. Is that if we wanted to shoot nukes at North Korea, we would actually, and we haven't fixed this. This is like right now going on. Like we can't do anything about it. We would have to shoot the nukes over Russia. Like they would have to cross and go towards Russia to land where we want them to land. And the technology isn't advanced enough for Russia to know if it's coming really at them or not. That's scary. That means that if we were to ever get in a conflict with North Korea and shoot nukes at North Korea, like Russia's most likely to shoot us because the only thing that tells them that we're not nuking them is is by our word. If we just say, hey guys, trust us, these nukes aren't coming for you. So pretty much means that if we go to war with anybody in nuclear warfare, like it's over. It's absolutely over. The Fallout TV show is sci-fi. It's not real. All right, real nuclear warfare is just everyone dead, gone. So I know that's not necessarily what everyone wanted to hear today when they got on this episode, but hopefully you feel informed. Even though, once again, all this stuff means nothing because we can't do a thing about it. We can only sit, watch, and wait. And you know what? And while we do that, we might as well watch and play some golf. Because if there's one thing that nukes and golf have in common is they're both really, really expensive. And, we'll talk about them for the rest of our lives. All right, so this has been Thad Buchanan on episode 10 of Late Bloomer Golf, Bombs Away, Nuclear Bomb Edition. So hopefully we'd like to see you out for next week, maybe some clips from Hermitage, we'll see. But golf season is upon us. It is getting green. I have bikini tees to be used. All right, so we'll see you next time, and thank you.